Hi guys. I know nobody's here right now, but that's okay. This is Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal, and if you're watching this down the road, Merry almost Christmas. I wanted to just come online tonight because a lot's been going on in our community, and I thought it was time for just a nice, pleasant, positive place where we could all just chat and have a good time. No negativity. Hey, Murad, how are you? Is it nice and warm in Vegas? It's cold here. How you doing? You ready for the holiday? I am finally. I bought my last gift today. So anyway, I'm just hanging out, not doing anything special. Hey Wes, how are you? Oh, I bet it's warm. I'm so jealous. That's all right. We're only right about freezing right now. 32 degrees. It's not bad. Anyway, a lot's been going on lately, guys, and I'm not even going to talk about any of that. Just so much negativity. It's kind of a bummer, especially this time of year. You know, life's too short, man. We should be trying to bring each other up. I mean, I don't like when people lie, make things up, but karma usually catches up with people in the end. Be home alone? Why are you going to be home alone, Murad? Not that that's the worst thing in the world. Sometimes it's nice to have quiet. I rarely have quiet in my life. But yeah, everybody going to be everywhere else. So anyway, I know a lot of stuff's been going on. I'm like, I avoid drama like it's the plague, like it is the bubonic plague. I don't get involved. And Merry Christmas to you. Almost. Merry almost Christmas. We're almost there. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. And then a new year will turn over, man. Just, you know, hoping it'll be better, right? Hoping it'll be a better year for everybody. Because everybody is so angry right now. And it just, God, it just takes all the goodness out of everything when everybody is so PO'd at each other. It's just the bummer. Just about. Well, another week after a little over a week, and we'll have a fresh start. Fresh start. You know, I'm hoping for a new year. I'm hoping for a new intro for my channel. Hoping for a lot of things. Hoping things square out. Everybody can get along. Hoping to do some cool investigations. I'm trying to line up a couple, and I got a haunted mechanics garage that I wanted to do for a while. And what was the other one? There's another one. Oh, yeah, somebody I spoke to today who is absolutely dealing with a haunting in her house. So maybe we'll get lucky enough to get over there and check it out. Yeah. How about you guys? What are your plans for the new year? Wes, Murad, what are your plans? You guys have anything good lined up? I don't know. I'm hoping to get some new equipment. I'm working on it anyway. I'd like a new camera. I'd like a new camera and maybe a drone. A lot of investigations next year. Good. Murad, don't you have people coming to visit you from somewhere? Other paranormal peeps from maybe over the sea or something? Nope, Wes, no. Yeah, no drama. No drama. Drama free. I stay out of it. Hopefully it will not ever affect me. I think sometimes that's the best way to deal with it is just avoid. Avoid. You know, happens to me too when people try to get me involved in a brouhaha, even in my personal life, and they say, "Oh, we're having a fight." I would say, "No, I'm not having a fight with you," and I just kind of disconnect from them, which is unfortunate, but I find that that's better. That's better than fighting, you know? So, anyway, so that's my plans for the new year. Investigations, yeah, stay out of the drama. There's no point. You know, what I find is that a lot of these people that get involved in all this drama, they end up just, you know, fighting with each other basically, and they do each other harm and doesn't do anybody any good. And to get, you never want to be the third man in, right? Just like in hockey. Don't be the third man in. If two people are having a thing, if there's a fight going on, that third guy, man, he always gets it. He always gets hurt. And for what? He isn't even part of the original argument. Don't be the third man in. Yeah. So that's what I always make sure. Third, fourth, fifth, it doesn't matter. Everybody else is the third man in. Two people have a problem, let them deal with it. If somebody does something stupid, hi, HSFL, how are you? Thanks for coming by. John. Hi, John. Yeah, let those two people deal with it. And if somebody does something illegal, as long as I'm not injured, I'm not going to react to it. I'm not going to get angry about it. There's no point. It just makes me the third man in. And I'm the one that, the first guy's going to swing, the second guy's going to duck, and I'm going to get punched in the face. And that's just my opinion. That's my third man theory. Don't be the third man in. So just stay out of it. Be positive. I mean, there's life's too short. We don't have a lot of time on this rock. Happy holidays. Yes, happy holidays. It's, whether you're with people or on your own, there's so much good that life has to offer. Man, don't waste it. Don't waste it, Just, I'm married, I have kids, I got all this stuff going on, but I am a loner, basically, and my husband chides me about it all the time. I could live alone in a little apartment in the city with a cat, and I'd be fine. So, oh, yeah, the big ones are expensive. I can't remember. Where did I get that? I think I actually, where did I buy it? I think I had to order that online. I tried finding the little one, and all they have is these giant plasma balls, like at Spencer's Gifts and stuff. And I didn't want a giant plasma ball because the thing is, the plasma ball. Oh, thanks, Murad. You're so sweet. The plasma ball, when you have it on and you try to use a radio on AM and you go anywhere near it, it's like. So you have to use your radio on FM if you want to be anywhere near the plasma ball. And a big one would just make it worse. But it's cool. Like, I'm looking at the chat now, but oh yeah, there it is. Got it behind me. It's hard to see it. I know the big ones you can see better, and there are some really cool ones, fancy ones and everything. But anyway, so it's been crazy. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy year, but I have to believe it's going to get better. That the new year is going to turn and it's going to be better. I have to be positive about it. I can be negative with the best of them, but I can't look at it that way. I'm going to do some cool things on my channel, hopefully, and we're all going to do cool things, and we're going to work together and stream together and answer more questions, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to be positive about it. It's going to be a good year, 2019. I can feel it. It's Christmas Eve in Denmark already. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. Well, good morning. Thank you so much for coming by. Oh, it's wonderful. Actually, my grandmother was from Denmark, but I wasn't taught any of the language, unfortunately. She passed when I was very young, but I've got a little bit of Denmark in me. And somebody's wrapping presents. So that rippy noise you hear is tape, because that's what people are doing now. We're getting ready. We're getting ready. You're going to. What do you mean the Queen? You're going on the Queen Mary, Murad? That's right. It just brings you down. And what is the point, man? What is the point? I mean, I can enjoy myself if I'm on my own. I'll go to a movie. I'll have a TV dinner. I'll sit in front of the TV. There's just I don't know. To me, life has too much to offer. To waste the time being negative. I mean, I also don't believe in lying to people and cheating people and tricking people, but very often, more often than not, tricksters get their comeuppance. So you have to leave it to karma. You have to, unless it directly affects you. And then, you can defend yourself. But unless it directly affects you, people make these videos and they're so angry at this one or at that one. And, people can do whatever they want. And I'm not one that would ever tell anybody what they can or should not do. But dang, I just can't waste the energy, There's always going to be people that try to fool you. And there's always going to be people that want to get over. What are you going to do? I live in New York. Don't think I don't know. Hey, there's a sucker born every second. Just don't let it be you. And don't worry about what you can't control. You can't control these people, Yeah, you know what? That was me last night. I woke up at 2:30 and that was it. I couldn't I tried like the devil to go back to sleep and I couldn't. So I have no idea why. So Murad, are you going on? The Queen Mary is a ship, right? Are you going on the Queen Mary? That's cool. I've only ever gone on one cruise. Doing the Omen House around the same time. Where is the Omen House? Where's that? I think you said your name was John, right? Where's the Omen House? Where are you from? I'm obviously in New York. I am north of New York City, just north of New York City. And I didn't get into the city for holiday season this year, though. I usually go down there. It's great. Rockefeller Center is lit up. I haven't skated at Rockefeller Center in many years. You can rent skates and everything, and you kind of have to carry your shoes so they don't get stolen. But but it's cool. You skate in Rockefeller Center right under the statue of Prometheus. It's pretty cool. I didn't make it this year. I've just been too busy. Oh, haunted hotel rooms in the world. On the ship? Is it a very old? Well, when I think of the Queen Mary, I think of it's an old ship, but I thought there was a new Queen Mary. I couldn't hear Santa. We were watching White till 4 a.m. Wow. That's a great old movie. That's a great old movie. What's the one I like? A Christmas Carol. Like almost every version. The version from the 1930s, the version with Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the Starship Enterprise. He did a great job. I like them all. I watch every one of them. Hi, Ed. Thanks for stopping by. I will watch any version of that story, any version of it. Even the one with Bill Murray, as goofy as it is, because I love the ending where Tiny Tim is going to be okay. I love that. I can't help it. I'm like, this is great. This is great. And in the end, Tiny Tim's going to be okay. I love that story. The Queen Mary in Los Angeles has a very dark past. The Omen House. Oh, Beverly Hill. Oh, Sharon Tate's house. You're going there? Oh, man. I don't know if I would want to walk into that house. Wow. Hi, deity. Thanks for stopping by. Merry almost Christmas. I don't know if I'd want to walk into that house. That would be a major creep factor. That was such a bad thing. Wow, and you're going there, huh? Oof. I give you credit. I give you credit. I don't know. I'm a, I guess a sensitive, I guess is what they would call me, and I don't know if I could. I don't know. That one I don't know if I would do. That was a bad, bad thing. Oh yeah, no, I would totally be scared to go there. Oh, the silent. Wow, wow. I don't even know how long it's been since I've seen that. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen that, but I'll watch any version of it. Any version. I love that story. I love the three ghosts, and even though I know exactly what's going to happen, but it's just, in fact, the Jean-Luc Picard. That's all I can think of to call it. That version was on last night. So, Elvis's ghost, huh? Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Well, John, it was attached to you. Yikes. I don't know how much. I think the demons came with those people to that house, and it wasn't in the house. But I have to think that there's got to be so much sadness there. Oh, you did? Oh no, Jacob Marley, you were always a good friend to me. That's great. That's great. I should have figured that out. Yeah, I don't know, John. I think there's got to be I mean, it could be an oppressive sadness. It just depends. You'll see when you go there, I guess. Are you going to film when you go there? Can you? That's creepy. But did the ones on TV go there? Your math book. Yes, math is a demon. I don't I don't like math. Just so you know. I don't happen to believe you need all that much math to get through life. And Jimmy Buffett says math sucks. And I'm a member of Mensa, so just so you know, just because you know a whole lot of math doesn't mean you're a genius. So I'm only a low level genius, though. The lower echelon. Um, that's funny though. I'm gonna remember that one. Math. Math is a demonic attachment. I agree. I'm lucky in my business. I only need the most rudimentary of math. I have a noisy family. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's wrapping paper or something. I don't know. The lowest form of genius. That's what I tell people. They're like, "You're in Mensa." I'm like, Don't be impressed. I'm like the entry level genius. Somebody has to be, for God's sake. It makes the one percenters feel better. Presence of the unknown. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll have to look up that channel then. Presence of the unknown. Okay. I will check it out, absolutely. Because I'd like to see that, you know. Just so you know, in Mensa, there are one percenters. Don't go to a party with any of them. They're really, they're not fun. No offense to anyone out there who is a one percenter. You should be very proud of yourself. But we lower level Mensa members are a lot more fun at a party. Just saying. Just saying. It's not a big deal. Presence of the unknown. I wish I had something to write with so I can remember that. Maybe you can later on comment after we're done here, maybe comment on the video and send me your link, because I'd like to follow it. I'd like to see what you're up to and see that when you go, The Santa Maria Murder House. Oh my gosh, you're going to all the hot spots. Now, where's that one? I'm from New York. I don't know anything. I'm going to guess it's in California somewhere, but what's a 1%er? Okay, in Mensa. For membership in Mensa, you take a proctored exam. And then if your IQ is above a certain level, they invite you to join. Within Mensa, and Mensa is considered, don't be impressed by this, it's considered the top 2% of IQ, people with IQs in the top 2% of, I don't know what, all this big group of people that make up society. Within that 2%, there's a 1%. So that means that within that 2%, if you see the 100% of that 2% up here are people with really big brains, really different personalities often. No, they're just, when there are events for members of the society, and I haven't gone to any, because those people they're so smart that many of them, and not all of them, because many of them are wonderful people, but there are a small group of people that wish to impress you with their intelligence rather than just have a good time. Okay, I will check it out, John. Absolutely. I will check it out when I'm done here. Yeah, so that's what a 1%er is. And, I'm sure that many of them are lovely human beings. I'm just joking. I'm just being silly. And so, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, we've all met folks like that. I actually don't usually, my husband is usually the one that tells people, and then I, go hide. So, yes, they are a prestigious group of people. They're very intelligent, and thankfully we have them in society, because one day they're going to cure cancer, and these people have done a lot of wonderful things, and thankfully we have them. So, I mean, I have friends from high school who were even smarter than me, a lot smarter than me, and they've gone on to actually try to tackle things like curing incurable diseases, and, God bless them. So anyway, I'm just being silly. I make a joke of it because it's not a big deal to me. Doesn't make me special. My husband actually calls me the dumbest smart person he's ever met. So I don't know what he means by that, but yeah. What are you going to do? It's all good. It's all good. Makes me feel good. Once in a while when I'm feeling stupid, I'm like, oh, at least I have that to fall back on. Piece of paper in a frame. Magazine I get once a month. Good. Anyway. So I just thought it would be nice to hang out tonight and just have some fun. I did set up my ghost box and everything, but I don't know. Hi, Surfer Rosa. How are you? Happy holidays. Merry almost Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to anybody that celebrated that. That ended, about a week and a half ago? No. Yeah. Just trying to get ready for all this mayhem, although it's been mayhem leading up to it. So now I'm hoping now we can just enjoy the holiday, enjoy each other's company, no more angst. Too much angst. My goodness. Everything's been going haywire around here. I just want to be positive. Those are great emojis. I'm very bad with the emojis. I watch people in chats like, wow, you guys. Oh my goodness. Welcome back, Murad. It's like 6:30 in Vegas, isn't it? We're coming back next year. Maybe we can meet up next year, Murad, when I'm there. Do some ghosty stuff. We're gonna stay longer next year too, so that'll be cool. We could do that. Murad, don't you have people coming to visit you from overseas? Or somebody was coming that you were talking to in chat one night was coming to see you. Who is that? Who's coming to see you to do paranormal stuff? Yeah, we're gonna stay for I think like for a week next year, and the show is only a few days. You can't sleep either. Now, where are you, Rosa? 2:30. Let's see. 9, 10. Oh, so you're in Great Britain? Bloody Mary Paranormal and Paranormal Wales. Really? Wow. How many people is that are coming? That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Ray from Nobody Believes Me Paranormal and I hope to go back to Gettysburg next summer. Wales, okay. And 4. Wow. When are they coming? We hope to go back to Gettysburg next summer, and we hope to get maybe some of you to join in, because there's a big old farmhouse there that you can rent out to stay in. Nice. And it's haunted. And then there's so many other places. That's my daughter coughing her brains out. I don't know if you guys can hear her coughing. She's been coughing for 2 weeks. Yeah, we want to do that, and man, we had the best time there. It was awesome, and it would be so cool if some of you could, join us. So obviously, before we go, we try to get a roll call of some folks to come along, because I think it would be our own kind of mini Paracon, So hopefully that will happen. And we'll start talking about that in the new year. And I know Ray was trying to arrange something in Michigan too, so we'll see. He does stuff with Papa Nana Paranormal, so we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Need a car. Yeah. Yep, that's true. You got to have a way to get there. When is it? When we want to go? We went this past year. When did we go? We went in July. We went in July. So it was really a good time of year. It worked out really well, and thinking of doing it again. But this time we want to get a crew together, and then we could all, investigate together. There's so many more places we didn't go, so many more haunted places. So that's where we want to go. Hoping to do that. And then Ray is in, I'm not sure where he is in Michigan, but if he puts something together, I'm going to head out there. So hopefully he will. I invited him to come on here tonight, but he's busy with holiday stuff. So, yeah. So that's what we're hoping to do. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, so with the holiday, I realized I didn't do any sessions this week. It's been crazy busy around here. It's like Southland Paranormal's going live now. I like the Carolinas. Carolinas are great. In fact, last year we go to South Carolina every year, and where we go in South Carolina is not far from Savannah, Georgia. I don't know if you checked some of my videos. We've got excuse me, I think 3 videos we did in the Sorrel Weed House in Savannah, Georgia. And you can, if you go to Savannah, Georgia, you can buy tickets and pay to do the ghost thing, the ghost hunting. And it starts at 11:30 at night and goes till 2:30 in the morning. You can bring your own equipment and they'll give you some things. They also live stream it. So if you look up the Sorrel Weed House, I think it's SORREL Weed House in Savannah, Georgia, they have a YouTube channel and they live stream whenever people are there. I came home and I saw the live stream of us and I had to shut it off. I was like, ooh, I look really weird. But anyway, I think I did 3 videos at least from there. Got some good stuff. They let you go to 5 different locations in the house and in the on the property. Very cool. So definitely something if you ever get to Savannah, Georgia, which I love Savannah, Georgia. Go check out the Sorrel Weed House. Really cool. It was really cool, actually. And check out my videos if you get a chance. If any of you haven't seen them yet, from the Sorrel Weed House. It's from last June. And actually, I was surprised. I was surprised with what we got because, you're with other people, big group of people, and you're thinking, oh, I don't know these people, and I'm not going to get much. And I was actually surprised with what we got. So, yeah, if John's in, how? Vegas and California, I mean, it's probably not too far. It's probably like me going to the Carolinas, right? It take us 13 hours to get where we go. And we go all the way south in South Carolina. So that's cool. Very cool. Yeah, so that's what we're hoping to do in the summers. Go back to Gettysburg with a group of people. And I hope to get into that mechanic's garage. Hey there, Psycho Ghost Trackers. How are ya? Thanks for stopping by. My videos, Murad? Well, thank you if you meant me. Thanks so much. You're very sweet. They're very simple. My videos and my sessions and stuff are, thank you. You're very sweet. Psycho Ghost Trackers. Thank you so much. Yep, just pretty basic stuff, very simple what I do. So hope you guys enjoy it. Is what it is. It's the stuff that's been happening to me all my life. Just a couple of years ago, I decided, well, actually, I saw some videos of somebody and I thought, wow, I'm going to give this a try. So here I am with my posters, everything else. Yeah, Psycho Ghost Tracker. I have been on your channel and on your streams as well. So I appreciate you stopping by. It's very sweet of you. Just having a nice little chat here tonight. Try to inject some positivity into all the craziness that's been going on lately, because just, thank you, Murad. You are very sweet. You are very sweet. Sweet. So I hope to be doing more once I get through the holidays. The holidays are crazy and everybody is so busy. And I'm going to have to do a session this next week, though, because I just got nothing. There's nothing negative in my house. I know that. I just had some stuff that keeps waking me up at night. I actually bought one of those Eric calls them the Saint, the ST25, the Sony ST25 with the VOR ability. And I think I'm going to set it on VOR and start leaving it on. You put it on and it only records if it hears anything at night, because I keep getting woken up at night by something that's, I don't know if someone's trying to get a hold of me or what it is. And I think I'm going to do that and see if I get anything. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, maybe next week. Maybe next week things will quiet down once Christmas is over, and I'll be able to do a proper session. And I need to get back out back too. Out back, if you've seen my videos, out back of my property, where the house used to be that the guy next door bulldozed back in the 50s or 60s, because the people, they had had a home there, and they had built this home, and but they were squatters. And what happened was the guy next door moved in and he landlocked them. And then one day he took a bulldozer and he knocked their house down. But he couldn't knock down the chimney. And he tried. They said he hooked a chain to it. He pulled and he pulled and he pulled on this chimney, and he could not knock it down. And it still stands in my backyard. And I've done there's two videos that I've done back there. And I've had them tell me that they wanted their house back, which cannot do. But it was interesting what I've gotten. It's just that now that it's winter, I can go back there, but in the summer I can't, because the brambles are deadly. But yeah, I've got to get back there again. It's time now that the ground is frozen. But yeah, so that's what the neighbor, actually his wife still lives back there. He's passed on now, but he knocked their house down. Not nice. But, it was well before, all of our modern laws that might have called him to task on it. But the chimney still stands. And this house was built in 1910. That was in the 50s or the 60s. And it's still there. It's still there. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then I've been having, the other night, let me close this. The other night, I had, I have not seen a lot of shadow figures in my house. Somebody else who stayed at our house saw a shadow figure in my back room. And if you guys watched any of my videos, you know that I've done a bunch of sessions back there. But about a week ago, I was laying in bed. The lights were out, but there was just a small light coming from the crack in the door from the hallway, because one of my kids was still up, and I could see that there was a tall figure standing there. And I think they were wearing a hood, because it peaked at the top. Very tall though. And I just looked at it, and you say, "Who are you?" But they don't answer. And after a few minutes, it just faded away. It's like, okay, well, I don't, it's been a very long time since any of this stuff scares me. So I'm going to have to do a session and ask who that was. Who are you? What do you need? What are you trying to tell me? The young man that stayed at our house that saw the shadow figure won't come back to our house, which is very unfortunate. to try to tell him he's okay, he's safe. There's nothing bad in my house. But anyway, I have to see who it is that was here. So got a couple of sessions I have to do. Don't go into light. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know the answer to that question, whether there's actually a light for them to go into. People tell them that. We don't know. I have my own theories that they're all right here with us, that they're all still right here with us. So, but who knows? We don't know. That's why we keep asking the questions. That's what the theory is, that we can try to communicate with them using our recorders or our radios, or just sitting there ourselves and listening. And what are we hearing? Who are we hearing? That's the theory, so we keep trying to answer the questions. We all have questions, just like all the skeptics out there, right? Questions. If we didn't have questions, we wouldn't do this. If there were no questions, we'd say, we know. So it's It's good to have questions. That's why I like people who are skeptics. You know, if they're nice and they come to my channel and they ask the questions, I'm like, ask the questions, because I'm asking the same questions. You know, but I've been asking since I was 5 years old and all this stuff started. You know, what is that? Who is that? Is that a who? Or is it a what? We don't know. So, yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. I'm hoping to do some more. Actually, I was at a party last week. What's moving behind me? Oh, is it my plasma ball? That's my plasma ball. They're just pretty. I like them. Pretty. So I was at a party and I met a young lady and I spoke to her at length. I had actually met her previously and she was looking forward to seeing me at this party because she wanted to talk to me. And she was telling me her story, and she has absolutely got, and it's been confirmed by another local paranormal group that she has 2 ghosts in her house. Yeah, that's my plasma ball. One that doesn't want her there, and one that sounds like a protector. So it's interesting. I'm hoping to get the opportunity to check it out. I know that another paranormal group's already been there. We shall see. If I get a chance to go there, I'm going to do that. So she's very cool, though. It was great talking to her, you know. And it's amazing when you start talking to people, because I don't just broadcast so that I do this stuff. You have to watch who you tell. You don't want people to think you're a lunatic. But once you do start talking about it, it is amazing how many people are like, wait a minute. Hey, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this story. My husband is a skeptic. He's been a skeptic all his life. Hi, Mari. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. My husband's been a skeptic all his life. So about maybe 2 years ago now, he was driving home, and now he supports me in all of this, but he thought, oh no, it can't be true. Driving home up a windy road, and on this road, not far from our house, there's cemetery on one side, and it's on both sides of the road, the cemetery, and there's gates, and you have to cross the road to go from one side of the cemetery to the other. So he's coming around a turn, and all of a sudden, he said his car went this way, and the headlights facing this way, and he sees the top half of 2 women floating across the street. And he said they were in, clothes sort of like from the 1800s, 19th century clothing. And he came home, and he didn't tell me for a couple of days. And then when he finally told me, he made us get in the car at night and drive back over there. And we went up and down the road. And he said, well, my headlights were here and they were there. And if somebody was coming, their headlights would have been here. And he couldn't figure out a plausible physical reason for what he saw. And he's finally, when he tells the story now, he's like, look, I am a skeptic, but I know what I saw. I'm not out of my mind. I know what I saw. I went back numerous times trying to debunk it, basically. He says, I can't. And it drives him a little batty that he can't. But he knows what he saw. What signs do I look out for in my house if it's haunted? Well, when people say their house is haunted, it has a negative connotation. Oh, look in the mirror. That's terrible. The thing is, when you think about haunting, that word has a negative connotation. I believe that spirits are always around us, and that's why it's very hard to jump scare me. My daughter walks on little silent cat feet, and I'll look up, and suddenly, she'll be standing next to me, and I didn't even hear her coming, but I don't, I don't. She's like, why can't I jump scare you? And it's because I always figure someone's watching me. Now, that sounds a little crazy, I know, but I always figure they're there. They're always there. If it was me, if I was passed on, I'd be like, oh, let's go see what this one is doing. Let's go see what that one's doing. Oh, let's see what we can do. I mean, I would be keeping myself occupied by visiting the living, watching the living. So I believe that they are all around us. I really do. I always believe that they're there. So to look at, oh, somebody's saying something that's interesting. I haven't had a lot of experience with this, but just let me see if I can show you guys this. I should probably just hide. This person is saying something rude, not really rude, but not very nice. So I don't know. I have any mods? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Murad, you're here, right? You can take care of that. So anyway, yeah, so to what to look for, it's hard to say because personally, like I said, I think they're always here. If you're worried about whether or not you have something negative, but you don't feel anything negative, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. I think certain people are not open at all. Some people are open to it and will sense it, and it's fine either way. Some people have experiences and they don't really want to have those experiences, but that was me when I was younger. I had the experiences. I didn't really enjoy them, and then as I got older, I learned how to control it. So anyway, well, that's fine, sir. If you want to be, I mean, everybody has their own beliefs. We're not talking about religion here at all. So that they come through mirrors. No, I actually don't. I think that's a movie trope. I really do. I think that's something they did for the movies, and it's creepy and it's scary because we all look in mirrors all the time. So what better for a movie than to make something you do on a regular basis creepy and scary, But I don't think that mirrors are portals, and no, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I think if you look in the mirror, all you're going to see is yourself, whether some days I don't want to see it and some days it's all right. But that's just my opinion, and like I said, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I don't have any of the answers. I'm always asking questions, and that's why I do this, because I have questions, and if you don't have questions, then you don't bother with it. That's all. If you're sure of what you believe in, then you don't bother. So that's about the long and the short of that. If you want to look into that, with mirrors, then by all means, you absolutely should. But that's just my opinion, So, and everybody has a right to their opinion. When someone passes, it can use a certain song on the radio or a word or a sentence. Well, yeah, and that's because those things, for some reason, remind you, of somebody. And a long time ago, my cousin passed away. We were both 23 years old, and she passed from cancer. And obviously, it was very sad. About 2 weeks after she passed, I was driving down the road, and the song Rocket Man by Elton John came on the radio. And I burst into tears. I almost drove off the road. I had to pull off the road. I just wept. And I wept for my cousin. And I have never to this day figured out why that song made me weep. And it was a good 15 years. If I heard the song starting, I had to shut it off. In the car, in the house, anywhere. It just broke my heart. I tried and tried and tried to figure out why. And I've never come up with an answer. There's some things, something from our youth, maybe maybe when the song was popular. I don't know. I don't I don't know. I don't think it was paranormal. I think that just something in that song triggered my emotions so violently that I almost drove the car off the road into the rhubarb. Um, and it was a very long time before I could listen. Now I listen to the song and I think about that, and I think of her, and I think of her fondly. But whether or not it was paranormal, I can't tell you. But I know that music is one of the things we all have in common, you know, and it's very evocative of times in our life, you know. So in a way, now I'm grateful for it because when I hear the song, I think of her. You know, it's not like I don't think of her, but I can be doing something and that song will come on and I'll stop and I'll think about her and I'll think about how beautiful she was and how kind she was. She was an angel, you know. So I'm thankful for it now. Life's funny like that, you know. Life is funny like that. But what are you going to do? I know people talk about things like, you know, seeing a butterfly and then it's you know, a loved one or whatever. But who knows? We don't know. We don't know. Anyway, that's funny, you know, that Mari, that you say that because the person I was talking to the party the other night said the same thing. That the spirits that she's been told that are in her house, if her foot is hanging off the bed, they will touch it. And now she tries very hard not to have her foot hang off the bed at night. Interesting. So that's kind of funny that you would mention that. Anyway. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. But thank you all for coming in. It was nice to chat with all of you. Nice to have you all chat with each other. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday if you're celebrating it. How long have I been doing paranormal for? I started doing it, actually, it's just about exactly 2 years ago. I mean, my experiences in my life have been since I was a little girl, but I started doing this almost exactly 2 years ago at this point. So, just a small little channel and just, you know, keeping it real and trying to answer some questions. But yeah, 2 years, almost exactly. So, really appreciate everybody that watches my videos and comments kindly. I think there are a lot of wonderful people out there, whether you believe or not. And hi there. Thanks for coming in. 20 years. You've been doing YouTube for 20 years? I don't know how long it's been. You too, Wes. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Yeah, just been doing this about 2 years. So I like it. Hopefully, paranormal in general. That's awesome. That's a long time. Merry Christmas to you too as well, trash bag. Yeah, I hope to be doing some more interesting videos this coming year, but we shall see. Anyway, thanks so much for coming by, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful New Year's, and looking forward to a lot of positive things in the new year. Hopefully, we can all put all the negative behind us. You started when you were 13. Yeah, my experiences started when I was 5, but it wasn't explained to me because I was just a child, you know. I was just a kid. My mother wasn't going to tell me that she and my grandmother had had these experiences all their lives. So it wasn't until I was about 13 or 14 years old I had it explained to me. Thank you, Murad. Hi, Mr. B. Yep. Well, I'm a little older than you. I would ask you all to guess how old I am, but I would be sad if somebody got it right. So, um, but yeah, it's been a lot of years and a lot of experiences. And yeah, so this is kind of interesting, this doing these YouTube videos and doing these sessions and putting it out there, you know, but I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to go now, but thanks so much for coming by, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you have, thank you, Psycho. And thank you, everybody. Wes, Murad, Mari, Mr. B, Psycho, Ghost Trackers, thank you so much for stopping by. I do catch your streams now and then. So nice music. Take care, Murad. Take care, everybody. And have a good one. Good night.